Hey, I am about to leave for the Appalachian Trail. I will leave tomorrow to drive to Georgia for Amicalola Falls, and in a couple of days I'll actually start hiking. So I figured what I'd do here today is my gear video. I have all my gear laid out, and what I've gone for is not ultralight. For those who aren't familiar, ultralight is usually around 12 pounds or less of a base weight. Base weight is all of your gear minus the things you are wearing, food, and water. So basically, the stuff that will always be in your pack at any given time. Mine, after checking on a website called lighterpack.com, comes out to a little under 20 pounds worth of gear. It might be a little higher now because I added a couple of things. Okay, for starters, my big three. That's my backpack. That is an Osprey Atmos AG 65-liter backpack. That is my cat Riku walking through frame. And there she goes. I purchased the backpack a few years ago when I was first getting into hiking backpacking, and it's on the heavier side for modern day backpacks. It weighs a little over 4 pounds. It is the most likely piece of gear for me to swap out once I get going, but I already own it. I didn't want to drop several $100s on like a new Z-Packs or anything, so that's what I'm going with. Item number 2 is my tent. That is a Nemo Hornet 2-person tent. Also purchased about a year and a half ago, so that is not the current model because they just came out with a brand new one, but that is the one I have. I have the Neo Air X-Therm. It is not the light. The light was actually, according to its website, not as durable and had a much lower R value, aka warmth value. So I opted for the Neo Air X-Therm regular. Next item, it's in its stuff sack right now, but it is an Enlightened Equipment Enigma quilt. It's the 20-degree down quilt. Mine is extra large and extra wide for relevant reasons. Just to note, most of my gear will be extra large or the tall version, and I did the math between like my backpack, getting a 2-person tent, upgrading this quilt to a larger version, adds about 2 pounds to all my gear, just because I'm a taller, wider person, at least right now. All right, these are my shoes. I actually just purchased them a week ago, and they went on my test hike along the Wabash Heritage Trail last weekend. These are Oboz Sawtooth 2s. Still a little muddy. Been trying to get them clean, but it's really hard. I don't have a hose out here, so I might end up just using the sink. Right behind them, just arrived today actually, are my camp shoes, because some people don't like camp shoes. I really like them, but these are just Crocs. Trekking poles. I have Black Diamond, they have rubber handhelds, also a little buddy from last weekend. They have metal tips, and they are my longtime trekking poles. I've had them for a couple of years at this point. You might have seen them above my shoes, but these are just a few handkerchiefs and buffs. I have 2 regular ones, and one of the big, thick, warm ones that you wear around your neck and mask. While I'm at it, you might have just seen it, I actually bought a brand new Garmin watch for this. So this is the Vivo Active 3, GPS tracking, etc., because I like to keep track of fitness things. A new item I've got, I actually haven't hiked with or used it before, an Aeros pillow, ultra light. It's the large one, because I have trouble sleeping on flat ground, and I really do need pillows. Moving on to my cook system, I have picked up the titanium Toke 700 milliliter cooking mug. I have a Sea to Summit long-handled spork. Some people go with the spoon. I'm going to try the spork. They're not that expensive. I might switch it out. I have an MSR Pocket Rocket 2 stove. It's in its little case right here, which I probably will ditch partway along the trail, but it's in there. A lot of people talk about using hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer doesn't resolve the main issue I'd be worried about, which is norovirus. So I have some Castile soap. A lot of people ditch that early too. I have just a little bit. Hopefully I can stick with it as long as possible. For a bear bag / food bag, I just have the Z-Packs bear bag kit. It comes with a bear bag, some paracord to use as a line, a carabiner, and a sack to put little rocks in to launch over a tree. So I just bought their pre-made pack. No big deal. For rain clothes, I just got the extremely cheap Frog Tog ultralight rain suit. Most people ditch the bottoms because they tear really easily. I'll probably end up ditching them as well. I do have a second set in case these break, which can get sent to me partway through the trail. Okay, for gear I'm going to be wearing on the trail actively, this is a Columbia Silver Ridge shirt. I love the breathability, and it's been my hiking shirt of choice for the last couple of years. This is the one I'll be mostly wearing, the gray one, and rolled up over there I have my blue one as well. For puffy, I have an Enlightened Equipment Apex Torrid 10 degree. It's extremely light, it's crazy warm. I've tested it in some really cold weather. I'm looking forward to wearing it. Right next to it is my fleece, which is my Columbia fleece. I got it recently. It doesn't have a hood, so I'm probably gonna need a beanie or hat, which is one of the few things I don't have, but I'll just look into that when I get down there. Other clothes I'm wearing, I have ex officio boxer briefs. I wore them on my test hike. They're pretty fantastic. I have Injinji sock liners. First time I've worn a sock liner. Hopefully they help my blistering problems. I have Darn Tough ankle height socks. I have 2 pairs, as well as 2 pairs of the sock liners. I have Columbia hiking shorts, and right next to them on the left are my camp shorts slash backup pair of shorts, which is just an old pair of Puma soccer shorts I own. Up here are my gaiters. These are made by Dirty Girl and gifted to me from my lovely niece and nephew for Christmas. These will keep rocks and things out of my shoe. This little thing above it is the sticky stuff you can attach to your boots so that you can hang the gaiters on them. I have a little trail journal I can keep notes in. It is waterproof. This is just a ball to like roll muscles on, designed for your foot to hopefully help with foot issues. I have a Sawyer Squeeze, but I can't find it at the moment. So this is just my water treatment for now until I purchase a Sawyer Squeeze, not the mini, the full size. That is my Deuce of Spades. It's for digging small holes. I also have all of my camera gear and electronics. I'm obviously holding my GoPro right now because it's filming. And I have food bags off to the side which can be packed. This is my AWOL AT guide. It is the most common paper guide. A lot of people are switching to Gut Hooks right now, which is an app. I'm just gonna carry the full paper guide the whole way because I'm really weirdly old school like that. We'll see how it works out for me. With all that being said, I'm pretty well packed. I have enough for several drop boxes, which my girlfriend will fortunately be shipping to me along the trail if I need them. Trail supplies are every 3 to 5 days, either hiking through a location like Neal's Gap, one of the first ones, hitching into a town, or just finding a gas station next to the trail. All kinds of things. The only things I'm missing at the moment, like I mentioned, I need to pick up a Sawyer Squeeze, a fresh one, a Bic lighter, literally to light my propane stove or my alcohol stove, which you can get anywhere. It's a Bic lighter. And I need some kind of hat. I have one of those ones that goes all the way around, but I might just switch to a baseball cap, or I might find a beanie. Haven't decided yet, but I'll figure it out. I'm really looking forward to this hike. This is the gear I'm just starting with. I'll be really interested to see how it compares to the gear I end with. So with that information, I'm really ready to take this hike.